Whoop-de-doo, another day, another thing gets canceled for no reason. Happy Read Across America Day, everybody. Did you read your favorite Dr. Seuss book today? Oh, it got canceled. Oh, was it for anything serious? Oh no, it was just bullshit again? That's unfortunate. You know, you'd think these people, if they were to ever be self-aware, they could sit there and say, okay, maybe this is a bit of a stretch. You know, after the whole Potato Head fiasco over the weekend, you know, we can't call him Mr. Potato because, well, potatoes don't have genders. But we're gonna identify him as gender non-conforming or whatever. He's a potato. You'd think these people would sit there and say, okay, we're kind of stretching it a bit, and we're kind of losing people here. We're kind of looking like retards. I don't understand it. Like, Mr. Potato is being canceled, I get it. Potatoes don't have genders. They're vegetables, right? They're vegetables. We can all agree on that. But if you wanted to make it marketable towards children, you want to sell a potato, yeah, make him a person. Make him a person. We're canceling Mr. Potato Head because he has the word Mr. in his name, and that insinuates men, and men are inherently bad. Right? I think I got that right. I'm just cramming it in the first minute and a half or so because I was going to do a video on the Potato Head thing, then this came up, and I realized how pissed I would be doing it. And I want to get this out because it's topical, and I'm regretting it already. So, if you don't know who Dr. Seuss is one of the most influential children's authors in history, let alone recent history. Cat in the Hat, The Lorax, The Grinch, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. He's got so many books. I don't own any of them anymore, but if you were a kid at any point, you know who Dr. Seuss is. If you don't, you didn't have a childhood, and maybe you should see a therapist or something like that. But Dr. Seuss is being accused of racism on his birthday. Can't imagine him not rolling in his grave like everyone else over the past couple months. And in all fairness, I did decide to read up a bit on the situation. Me and my friends were talking about it last night. That's when the story broke. We're a bit politic junkies. If you don't know me personally, I do enjoy politics. As much as it may infuriate me, I enjoy politics in my free time. But I do try to keep this channel away from politics, unless it's just borderline dumb shit like this. Because I'm much more, as much as I love politics, I love comedy. And I know not all my jokes land, but I am a satirist at heart, a cynic at heart. That's what I am. This is just gold. This is just gold, honestly. So yeah, I read a lot of these articles. If you look up Dr. Seuss on Google, read through a couple of the top articles. 6 Dr. Seuss books won't be published anymore because they portray people in hurtful and wrong ways. Dr. Seuss is racist. Oh my god. Yeah. So I read the CNN article, the New York Times article, the New York Post article, and the Washington Post article. Because you know, who gives a shit anymore? I wanted to come here and at least sound somewhat intelligent when I don't usually. You know, the last time I came at hentai, people were mad at me. So I decided to do a bit more research on this one so I don't look like a complete utter jackass like these people are. So that gives me some brownie points right there. So I read through the articles just to see what the hell they're talking about, because in this day and age, you don't know if they're full of shit or they could legitimately be true. Like the whole Me Too thing. There are some stories I don't believe. But then when you sit there and look at someone like Harvey Weinstein or Bill Cosby, you're like, geez, maybe they do have a point. And I was sitting there thinking, probably not. They probably do not have a point. And they don't. They just kind of list off these things in great detail about how they portray certain people in very mean and derogatory ways. And the way they described it was very mean and hurtful. So the fact that they wrote it, I don't know. Maybe they're the racist ones. I don't know. Point being, they're accusing him of all this stuff. I'm not downloading the fucking N64 ROM of the Dr. Seuss books to just check if there's racist imagery. Those books are long, okay? Those books are very long. So, I can't do that. However, I was able to find one single tweet from CBS Los Angeles, and I'm going to read it out. It's on the screen. Hurtful and wrong. 6 Dr. Seuss books will no longer be published due to their stereotypical depictions of minorities, with a link. This was the only tangible evidence that I could see that we are able to look at and say, okay, what the fuck are they talking about? So let's go to the first picture. All right, I'm gonna do my best reading. My throat's kind of sore because I've been trying to do this, trying to get it right. A Chinese man who eats with sticks. A magician doing tricks. So, as we could see here, there is a depiction of someone of Chinese descent. right? We can't do that because there are overlords right now. So I guess the first problem people had, which I read in the articles, is, well, his eyes are slits, so it's racist because they're trying hard not to say what they think about people of Asian descent. But you could easily make the argument that the next verse, why did I say verse, is a magician pulling out rabbits out of his eyes. His eyes are closed. His eyes are closed. So if you thought this guy's eyes was open, the Chinese guy's eyes was open, you're the racist one. Because his eyes, you don't know for a fact. You don't know for a fact. And by the way, rice hats, chopsticks, and rice. All things prevalent in Asian culture, especially in China, right? It's prevalent. This is not a depiction. This is not some racist cartoon or American propaganda against the Japanese during World War II. This is just someone who's ethnically different. Can we not have that? I was originally thinking like, oh, they may have some leeway, but I'm sitting there and go, I'm not mentally fucked like these people. Like, Jesus Christ. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this. You have to be more racist to think that this is racist, right? I'll go more into it on the next one, because the next one just pisses me off. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just show this to you. Tell me what's wrong with this. I'll give you a couple seconds. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it? Let me read the verses. Maybe there's something wrong with the verses. Or the fucking story. Or the words, or whatever. I'll pick one up with plenty of power and size. A blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. And then, just to give him a little more tone, have Raja with rubies perched high on a throne. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat, when I say I saw it on Mulberry Street. Have you seen the issue yet? There isn't. This is the evidence they're giving us. They're saying, well, it's racist because of this. I'm going to go out on a limb, because in Southwest Asian cultures, they do ride elephants. In India, they do ride elephants. And this seems to be a very wealthy person. So I don't see the issue with this. Are you the media? Are you the people calling him racist, saying it's barbaric that a man is riding an elephant, or that he's wearing a turban? What have we come to? What? I have no idea. What the? This is the only thing they're telling us that makes Dr. Seuss racist. Are you? I implore you, someone tell me what is wrong with either of these two images. You can't. If you think there's something genuinely wrong with these images, you are borderline retarded. That is it. Plain and simple. You have to be more racist to think that these are racist. Let's play devil's advocate. If Dr. Seuss was racist, and he put these in because he didn't. Let's start off with the fact that if he was legitimately racist to these types of people, he wouldn't be putting them in his books. Let's just put that out plain and simple. But let's just say he wanted to throw that in there just as a little jab. You'd have to overthink that more. You'd have to have a racist mindset to think, oh, well, these are racist. You realize what that's like, right? You have to be more racist to think that these are racist. I'm sorry, that's just the bottom line. Dude, what the fuck? This is the world. We're fucked.